What are your thoughts, Joey?
Nervous. In the run up to the sale, we were really umming and ahhing and feeling very uncertain as to what was the right thing to do, what was the right number of lambs to send. We got the sale catalogue, which has a running order, and we were actually one of the last pens to sell on the day, and I felt a bit disheartened by that. We took 2 trailer loads of lambs down to the sale, so we were up pretty early getting it organised. We took the first lot, dropped them off, and then straight back with this lovely sunrise over the hill off to collect and bring the second lot down. You drop the lambs off and then they get moved to your pen number. So here they are in the 2 groups, 2 pens, a pen of ewe lambs and a pen of wethers. So the lambs are dropped off, and then we had a quick look round just to get an idea of what else was in the sale, and I have to say that I felt really proud of what we've brought in, and I know that I've done my best, and so whatever we get today, I just hope that it reflects what I feel the lambs deserve. In terms of prices, I think it should be better than last year, so I would hope to be getting in the 80s today. But when I go down to the sale in about an hour, watch them being sold, I'll get a better idea then of what the trade is going to be like. It is going to just vary. It's going to vary. So yeah, I'm hopeful for 80s, and yeah, I do really care. I want to do a good job. I want to be proud of what we sent in, and I am proud. So that's all you can ask for. So I just hope that it all goes well. I'm just checking around the animals up here. Got a few jobs to do here. Get changed and then head back down. And the atmosphere is definitely makes you nervous, so I don't want to go down too early, but in enough time to watch a few pens being sold, get an idea of prices, and if the price is too low, then I'll perhaps bring some back.
Behind the scenes. What are your thoughts, Joey?
Nervous.
What are you hoping for?
925. So that was it. If you couldn't make out what the auctioneer was saying, we sold 2 pens of lambs. The first one went for 99.50 and the second one went for 100. So that is per lamb. And we were, well, it didn't sink in straight away. I think by the time we got to sell, I thought we should be getting 90s. So I was absolutely delighted with 100. And it was all over so fast. We then had to sort of, go home and let it all sink in. I actually had a wedding the following day, which I was bridesmaid, so I pretty much had to go home and then head off for this wedding rehearsal. So Nick and I haven't really had chance to really fully digest or reflect since then. But today we're back to work. We're getting the lambs in, the remaining lambs. We're going to worm and mineral drench them and have a look at them. And we're also going to introduce a bit of creep just for the smaller ones to try and bring them on. And then the plan is to sell them, I think, towards the end of October. So today I think it's about the 27th of September. So absolutely delighted with our lambs and how they sold, and we got the market report. The average on the day on Friday was £91, so we were well above the average, and we actually made one of the top prices of the day. So it was a very proud moment, and it's nice when you feel that you've put a lot of energy and effort in. Doesn't always feel like it's rewarded, but on this case it was a really good boost and a nice encouraging thing for Nick and I to keep going. How it went on Friday?
So on Friday it went very well. I think we were a little bit surprised that the ewes didn't sell for more than they did, because we thought that ewes would be in higher demand, maybe just because we didn't advertise them as being a group of ewes. They didn't sell for more, but they actually made 50 pence less per head than the boys. So we'll see. Maybe next time we just need to advertise them a bit better.
One of the things that I didn't talk about in the last video was in the run up to the sale, we were really umming and ahhing and feeling very uncertain as to what was the right thing to do, what was the right number of lambs to send. We got the sale catalogue, which has a running order. We got it a few days, maybe a week before the sale we got it. And we were actually one of the last pens to sell on the day, and I felt a bit disheartened by that, because last year we were also in that same position right at the end of the sale, and the bidding sort of peaked and then it dropped down, and the buyers had started to leave, the lorries had started to leave before we'd even sold. So I didn't feel like the end was the best place to sell. So the number of conversations Nick and I had about this, whether we should withdraw from the sale. I ended up speaking to Bagshaw's, the auctioneers, and they kind of reassured me and said it's very different this year. It's a completely different year, and I don't think you're going to be in a bad position, and also we'll make sure on the day that you sort of feel looked after and that kind of thing. So that was really, that was encouraging. And obviously there's probably lots of people who might watch these videos or who are in the farming community who have got years and years of experience of selling at markets, and for Nick and I, this is a new thing really, to be doing it independently without really any advice or support. So we do feel kind of nervous about it. I was having sleepless nights. Every time I closed my eyes, I was like on sale day in my head, and I really, really wanted it to be a success, and I was visualizing trying to have a really successful day, as I did all last year as well. I was visualizing having this successful sale day. So for it to be a success, it really does mean the world. And it makes me emotional, because it really does mean the world, like that we do a good job and that we can sort of be proud of our efforts and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm just a really emotional person. But yeah, I'm glad it went well. And now onto the next job, which is the lambs today. these are what is left, and I'm quite happy with them overall. Hopefully a worm and a mineral drench and they'll pick up even a bit more. So we've got a couple of stowaways. They are lambs that wriggled under the gate and got across the field and back with the ewes, and there's another one there. So yeah, so just 2 that made it back from the weaning process. So we're going to get the ewes down and split these lambs off, and again have a look to see if any are lame. I think there's one, definitely. Viv. So the ewes are ready to go back out, minus those 2 little lambs. I've looked at a few more slightly lame ones, and it'll be another job for October. We'll be bolusing the ewes, trimming out the tails, and might do some foot bathing. Yesterday I sent 2 samples down to the vet of lamb poo for analysis. So it's called a fecal egg count, and so they look at it under a microscope. And I did 2 different samples, so one from the sloppy ones and one from the clean-tailed lambs. And the clean-tailed lambs came out at 400 eggs per gram, and the sloppy sample was 850, I think, eggs per gram. So had a chat with the vet and decided that we're going to give them a worm today. The majority of the lambs are pretty clean-ish, but obviously there are a few that are also not. So these ones have obviously got higher egg problems. It's definitely important to keep on top of this, as last year we did have a few lambs with maggots. We've managed to avoid that so far. Yep, it's a pretty dirty job, but I don't mind getting my hands dirty. So that is the job done for today, and the lambs are going to stay in tonight. Thank you for watching. Bye.